All right, back in house. We're in the legendary Tommy Davis locker room at the moment.
Yeah.
I actually got dressed in number 20 or 21 over there myself.
Getting ready to hit some threes. Huh?
Back over your left shoulder. Yeah, I did until I transferred out of here my junior year. But yeah, I've dressed in this very locker room. But Coach, good to see you again as always. Man, take us back over the last week since we got to see you. We definitely come out last night seeing you guys, but just anything that's transpired over the last week.
Yeah, last week we had a big series with Aniana. I think we were going into that the day we spoke and had two big wins, home win, and got them on the road too. So put us in the right direction in the area. And then we didn't play. I don't think we played over the weekend, but going into last night, we got beat by Westbrook at home. Tough loss. We just made some mistakes. Didn't throw, walked 11 guys, and you do that. You're not going to win many games, but it's just baseball, and we'll get after it today and make some adjustments and figure out what we need to do to be better and soup again Thursday. And I think that's the best part of this game. Most of the time, you get to do it again. It's not just one and done. You get to go. You got a series to go out there and try to figure it out and win it. So we look forward to Thursday and getting back at it.
Now, winning against Hoax Bluff series and then Aniana series, it puts you in the driver's seat for the playoffs. You still have Asheville and this Westbrook series here, though. But how big was it to get those first two series for a couple of reasons? Obviously, playoff seeding, but just get your feet back under you because you guys have played such a tough schedule to this point.
Yeah, it's always you want to win those area games for sure, and getting off to a good start, winning both series with two really good opponents, well-coached teams. It was big for us, even though the job's not done, it does, give you a chance to be where you want to be at the end. So I think going into those series, we knew, especially after losing game one, Host Bluff, our back was kind of against the wall, and we got to come out each and every game and understand how important they are. Sometimes high school kids don't get that. It's just another game, but these obviously have a lot bigger implications than most do. So,
how big was that walk-off in that Hoax Bluff game,
Yeah.
just from an area standpoint?
Yeah, you look back. That loss could have been very detrimental to us even having a chance to get in. But you don't know how it's going to go. With us, the crazy thing is this is our third area week where some teams only played one. This is Westbrook's first, so you still have you have so many games still left where anything can happen. Right. Anybody can beat anybody, and it just really comes down to the win total, who goes to the playoffs. So getting those wins any way you can are vital.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
That was a very pivotal one.
Yeah, and people just, I don't think everybody understands how important those wins are just because at the end of the day, you're counting wins. You're not counting those game threes, so with a 5-team area, like I said, some of these teams still got 4, 5, 6 games left in area play.
That's right.
Where we're at the back end, we got Westbrook Thursday and, Asheville in a couple of weeks, and we're done.
That is wild how that works out like that.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something. Would you prefer it front heavy or back heavy, where you could probably get some things figured out, or do you not care?
No, I do like having the ability to start later. Normally, most areas, some areas start this week, and some start next week after spring break. And other areas, I just think you want to always be peaking at the right time, and if you look at our track record before we went to this 5-team, after spring break, we were different teams.
Yeah.
We go to the beach every year and come back just different. I don't know what it was. We kind of joked about it. We'd go to Destin and win some games, and I don't know if it was just us being together. And,
might be vitamin D, dude.
Who knows what it is. It's weird over those past few years how that's really catapulted us into the rest of the season when we got back. So, yeah, we do miss I definitely miss that, having the time to figure everything out.
No doubt.
Get everybody in shape, get the arms in shape, and get all of the bats under you. It's difficult this early.
That's just the 5-team areas is a unique thing all in itself. But yeah, I just wanted your opinion on that. So, looking at this Westbrook series, you guys did drop the game last night, but it's very important to regroup, and you got it one day. You guys can kind of look at things right now. What are some of the positives you did see in last night's game that you can take away? And then obviously you said walking 11 batters is going to be some of the negative.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think we did some good things. Obviously, I think we had one error. So we played good defense. Outfield did good. Infielders made the plays. And, when we pitched to location we were supposed to, we had great success. It's just what happened in between, putting base runners out there, and then you miss a spot, then it's a big inning. So we definitely have to limit the big innings by, throwing more strikes and, getting ahead of hitters. I think that's the biggest thing going into tomorrow.
The beautiful thing about baseball is things can change on a dime, especially game to game. I mean, look at your series against Oaks Bluff. You guys win going away 10-1, and not days later, an hour later, you're in a dogfight for your life.
Yeah.
Talk about that and how, to me, you would hardly ever see that in other sports. But in baseball, it's all about who's on the mound, execution, things like that.
Absolutely. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. That's the craziest things about this game is, like you said, it doesn't matter what happened a day ago. Don't happen what happened the game before in a doubleheader. It's baseball has so many little details that could change the game totally, whether it's in the first inning or the last inning. It's very important in this game, and when you got to execute, you got to get runs in when you can. You got to make the plays. Anything can change, and that's what you want these players to understand, that the at bat in the first inning is just as important as that bat in the seventh inning. Everybody can get up for that inning in the seventh, down a run. Everybody's got their best AB, but if you homer in the first, you might win 1-0.
That's right.
That's what you're constantly trying to get guys to understand. Not only the seventh inning at bat, but that first is critical. To what could happen in the game. So it's a cool game that way. I think it's just that fresh air knowing, hey man, we could go do this again tomorrow. What I mean? Like, you don't have to dwell on a loss too long because you're about to play again. I think that's the beauty of our game, and that's what I always liked as a player. Is you go 0 for 4, and hey, you're back out there tomorrow.
That's right.
Let's go.
Dude,
And it's open today again. Don't worry about it, and control what you control, and go out there and let's do it again.
you guys, I don't know, it's a very unique, special situation here, man. Literally, the parking lot at the Board of Education, all the way down the football practice field, the rec center, the back half of Little League. I mean, you guys had a lot going on yesterday, but the crowd, again, they did their part. How awesome is that, man? I mean, just people grilling in the outfield. It's you don't have this everywhere. I mean, you didn't get the win, but I mean, it's still special.
Oh yeah, the atmosphere here is different. I've been fortunate to be at some other places, and here they're going to come out, they're going to support you, they're going to be behind you. That's what it's about. To put a product on the field they can be proud of, and the people come out there and ex-players. I mean, we had several guys yesterday in the dugout. Guys that are older that played here. That's awesome to see that they're still supporting and still want to see you be successful, and to have these guys come in, not just on big games. I mean, we have people here every game, and that's not like that at every high school. You go to some high schools, and it's really like cricket sometimes, but we're going to have the people to support us, and we're very thankful for that.
I got to see, I've been in several games this year, but man, it's just, you go to some place and you're like, man, it's different. Yeah. I'll just say that. I'll leave it at that. Here's another question I got for you. Situation like this, as a player, as a coach, even as a community, I thrived on stuff like this when I played. You're down, you're going into a hostile environment. Chips, the chips are against you, so to speak. You're going into a place, it is dangerous, but they're fired up for a reason, because you guys are coming. That's got to get your juices flowing as a competitor, as a coach, as a community, and as a player. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that's baseball's that game where you got to have short-term memory, man. You really do. If you can't handle failure in this game, like, you can't play it very long. You just can't. You got to understand that most of the things are out of our control. You can only control the way you prepare. and then the outcome. You can't really focus on those things, and we just want to make sure we're prepared and worried about what we can do to be better tomorrow, and go out there and play baseball. I think sometimes in these situations you can't get up here. Baseball's kind of played here, not too low, not too high. You want to kind of be in the middle, just because that's the mentality you got to have in this game because of the failure. And we want to make sure that we're focused on what we can do and not worried about what happened yesterday, and go out there with a clean slate and understand how important it is and play baseball. At the end of the day, it's what you're doing, man. It's a game that most of these guys play since they were 5.
That's right.
Just go trust yourself and be confident in who you are. And really that's all we could do, and play the game the right way.
A couple more questions. I'll get you out of here, Coach. Have you gotten your hands on MLB The Show 26 yet?
I haven't. My son, he's ready to purchase it. He was talking about that yesterday, so I'm sure it won't be long. I've heard some good things.
That's legit.
He's when he gets his mindset, it's probably gonna happen.
He's gonna dig in.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's good. He's gonna enjoy it. And then before I shut down, just final thoughts, Coach. Could be anything. I'd just like to kick it back to you.
Yeah, I mean, we're just continually to focus on ourselves and want to get better every single day. That's the mindset we got to have moving forward, and we're looking forward to tomorrow. We're looking forward to spring break. Get an opportunity to get away a little bit and go down to the beach and enjoy some time together and play some baseball. So it's a great time. The weather's been outstanding so far, and this makes you want to be out there, man. I took BP yesterday. It's just I love being a part of the game, and we're excited about upcoming.
I mean, the weather's been absolutely. I mean, minus the pollen.
The pollen is brutal.
The pollen is brutal, but man, I'll sacrifice that to get
every day of the week.
Yeah. What we've gotten, we've been fortunate.
Yeah, that's what baseball weather's supposed to be like.
That's right.
I played in February in 20-degree,
well,
rainy, snowy weather. You know what I mean?
It's funny you say that because I'm going to Milwaukee when I leave here. So, and tomorrow it's supposed to be 28 and snow, and but they got the roof now. So So we should be good to go.
My first year, the first full year of pro ball. Our spring training's in Arizona. Right outside Phoenix, Peoria, Arizona. 100 degrees every day in spring training. Mm-hmm. We break camp in April, get on a plane. I'm headed to Appleton, Wisconsin.
Oh, gosh.
There was 7 inches of snow on the ground the day we got there. So that was the Midwest League. And gosh, so you're in Chicago. You're miserable weather.
Oh, yeah, the wind.
Nobody wants to play in that.
No.
Misery.
Oh, it's awful.
Yep.
Dude, could you imagine getting jammed up there?
Oh,
28 degrees.
It happened. It's happened.
Oh,
for sure.
I'm glad Milwaukee on their new ballpark has a roof, so I'm excited about that. Well, Coach, good luck to you guys, man. I know it's gonna be an absolute war. You guys take the field Thursday, and then y'all be at the beach next week, so it'll probably be 2 weeks before we catch up. Yep. Good luck to you guys.
Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.